Brian, welcome. It's very nice to have you with us.
Thank you. Great series you're launching.
So we're looking at we're gonna sort of peel back the auto business in lots of different ways, and today we begin with those body systems. One of the ones that you like, if I'm understanding correctly, is Dana. What do they do, and why do you like it?
Sure. Dana is historically a maker of heavy-duty axles for things like the Jeep Wrangler, medium-duty heavy trucks. They also have some sealing and thermal products. And in our view, they've just done an excellent job of laying a foundation for the transition to EVs by taking what they do with the axles and wrapping electric motors, power electronics, and even battery systems into that.
What about Magna?
Magna, about 85% of its business is what we would call powertrain neutral. And the Cosma, the body parts, interior, exterior body panels, framing, and so forth, that's really powertrain neutral. So they're in a great position to really help anyone, regardless of how the vehicle is powered. And part of what they do is they call the complete vehicle systems. They're already on contract to build vehicles for Fisker and for ArcFox in China. It's a business that's outsourced vehicle manufacturing for decades for small volume luxury makers. And now they're really turning that to a platform for building EVs, taking what they know about the exterior, but also bringing in other products as well.
Hey, Brian, let's dig a little bit deeper into the drivetrain. Obviously, electric adoption is still an ongoing process. The majority of cars on the road are internal combustion engines. When we talk about that drivetrain, what company is best positioned to not only address the needs of customers today with those internal combustion engines, but also that can pivot to drivetrains for electric vehicles in the future? Which stock would you pick?
Yeah, no, I would say Dana. The two things about Dana that I think are three things that are unique is first, because it's in both light vehicle and commercial vehicle, it can take its electrification products to both end markets. But really, the commercial vehicle, including off-highway applications, are much better for a tier one to come in, because that's a market where already the engines are outsourced to players like Cummins, the transmissions to players like Eaton and Allison. So Dana doesn't have to fight against a engine powertrain department with unionized factories like competitors who are only going after light vehicle e-motors are doing. Second, they have things in their portfolio for cooling. I know it's inside an engine typically, but they've taken that and, for example, they're in several leading EV makers' battery packs offer cooling plates. And that's really because in about 2018, 2019, they bought a half dozen companies. To some of us, they're frankly head scratchers at the time, that laid a foundation for the motor technology, the power electronics technology, the controls, even some of the battery technology that really gives them, if you will, a one-stop shop for commercial vehicle and off-highway electrification.
Are there, you make a point of importance here of being powertrain neutral, which I guess means that a company can prosper whether it's an electric vehicle that we're talking about, or a conventional combustion engine. Are there companies that are behind the curve on this and that are not sort of powertrain neutral enough to benefit?
Yeah, I mean, the one we cover that we like them as operators, are probably the best manufacturing executives we know, is American Axle. They have an e-motor business. They have about 3 or 4 awards, but they're going at that very competitive light vehicle segment where they're competing not just against other capable tier ones like Bosch, but also against the powertrain departments of the major OEMs, all of whom, for various reasons, believe that they want to insource most of their motors.
Very interesting. Brian, thank you very much for the insight there. As we take cars apart, we'll talk more with you, I'm sure, going forward. Brian Johnson, Barclays. We appreciate it.